for it. Personally, not a fan, but not. Yeah, it really. Hello, Elwin and Azur. Yeah, yeah, the warm milk, I should say. Warm milk and cereal, probably not the worst crime. But it is Momo, so I like to call her out for it. Especially with the internet's take on putting milk before cereal, generally. Azur, Elwin, I hope you're having a good evening. Assuming it's evening for you, it's evening for me. It's going on 7 o'clock for me. Oh god, my neck. I know for me personally, my yeah, I'd say probably my weirdest food take for me is I don't care for bacon. I don't like bacon very much. So I don't think bacon's very good, and I also especially don't think that bacon makes much, if anything, better. Yeah, I know. Azar just joined my stream, and the first thing they hear is me rag on bacon. Let's see. You say you don't eat pork or beef. Yeah, I do like I don't know what it is about bacon specifically. I think it might be that it's kind of like fatty and salty and greasy, and I'm not into that kind of food very much. So because chashu is much better than bacon. Chashu is delicious. Yeah, because for me, the worst bacon is the cheaper kind that's super salty or super fatty. That's even worse. So I imagine that's probably the big thing I have against bacon generally. But also I know Leah Bell Senpai got mad at me for this. When I do eat bacon, I don't make it crispy. I like my bacon when it's a little bit chewy. You too? Yes. You're one of my people. Yeah, I like chewy bacon. I don't know what it is about crispy bacon. I'm not such a fan. And especially recently, I had a trip where I was away from home for a while. I was gone for I think 5 months. And I didn't have access to my own oven to cook, which I love cooking, so that was kind of rough for me. If you see my model moving around weirdly, it's because my phone seems to keep losing my tracking and I keep resetting it. So if you see me jitter around weirdly, that's why. I was away for 5 months and I didn't have access to my own stove in that time. So I had to go to a cafeteria for all my food. And they had bacon every day, but the bacon was so absurdly salty. It was so bad. It tasted like eating smoked salt. It was so gross. And I think that was pretty much a nail in the coffin for me. It really was bad. I do still eat bacon occasionally. But after that, every time it's definitely a mental thing because every time I think about making bacon, that's what I think of. Rip cafeteria food. The only cafeteria food you like is in Japan. I want to go to Japan so bad. Um, everything I've seen, even about like cafeterias there, I imagine the cafeteria food's really good. There was I had a work a study. Oh man, I wanted to do a trip studying abroad in Japan. My senior year of high school, I would have been gone, I think, for most of my senior year, and I would have essentially finished school in Japan. Um, but my family couldn't afford the trip at the time, so I didn't get to go, and I was very sad. Yeah, so that's something I wanted to do, but never really got the chance. I guess I probably can't now because I live on my own, so pay my own bills and all that. I should say I live away from my parents. Zara and hello. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm jealous that you got to study abroad. Global health trip. That is something I would like to do. I would like to do a trip like that. Studying a lot about how like health and wellness, but also like cooking is like studied and understood in different countries. That would be fun. Maybe I'll even if I can't like travel, culinary medicine I have. Actually looking into culinary medicine was actually a big part of what got me studying nutrition in the first place. So that's something that I will probably end up looking into a lot more. I haven't had a chance to look into it too much lately. Some schools have that as an elective. Do they really? I'll have to look into that. I don't think I've ever considered even looking into that as like an actual class. Ugh. But I know there's a uni near me that offers a pretty good variety of like classes on nutrition, so I should see if they have anything like that. Uh, that would be a pretty. I'm gonna pull that up right now because I'm actually really curious. Yeah, that would be really cool to be able to do. Course search. Culinary. If I spelled that right. Yes. Yeah, an interesting thing to get under my belt. Let's see, a lot of culinary arts development, sustainable food systems. Ooh. That's all they have for fall. It does not look like the school near me really has anything like that because I'm really mostly just saying like culinary arts development. Maybe it's at medical schools. Yeah, that would make sense. Gloomspire, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, yeah, maybe I'll look at there's a couple of schools with a lot of like medical. Maybe I'll look at one of the more medical focused schools because the university I was looking at is it's just like a state university, so it's kind of just a uh general college. In and out. Have I had In and Out? I don't remember if I've had In-N-Out. I think I've had In-N-Out. Yeah, that would be really cool. Thank you, Yo-Yo. I think I've had an In-N-Out burger. What's the one that they get? What's the one that they get compared to a lot? I mean, maybe they don't really get compared to the other one like that much. It might just be because I live further north. I don't think we have In-N-Outs up here. The Habit Burger Grill? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Maybe I have had an In-N-Out burger. I don't remember. When I was in Texas once, it was okay. Whataburger, yes, thank you. That's it. I think that's what I had was a Whataburger. Yeah, no, I don't think they really have either of those where I live. So I think I had I think it was a Whataburger once when I was traveling. Five Guys we definitely have where I live. I've had it a couple times. I wasn't that impressed with the Five Guys. Like it was okay. Farmer Boy, I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, I wasn't super impressed with the Five Guys. I mean, it kind of just tasted like a fast food burger to me. Red Robin. Yeah, I know. I think I can think of like two Red Robins near where I live. I don't know if you consider on the same spectrum, I guess, level. We have like Dairy Queens around here. We definitely have Dairy Queen around here. I do actually like I like some Dairy Queen burgers. Dairy Queen is like a spicy burger that's really yummy. Chili's, yep, definitely have Chili's. I like Chili's. California does have a lot. I lived in California when I was younger. So I don't remember like a lot about California. Definitely not what was like around. Fast food is really expensive these days. Arby's. I like Arby's. There's a couple near me. I've only been a couple times. But I mean it's pretty good. Johnny Rockets. I've never even heard of Johnny Rockets. I have no idea what that is. Apparently Zuri knows Johnny Rockets. Yeah, not familiar with that one. It's a diner, but they closed down. Oh yeah, that would explain it. I actually like diners. I can get into diner food. There were a couple diners near me that I was really into. And then I think there was like two major ones, but like one closed. One of the diners closed, and then the other one turns out the owners are kind of really bad people. Because they closed one of their diners and they told their employees like a week ahead of time that they were losing their jobs. Sizzlers. I've never been to a Sizzlers. I don't think there are any Sizzlers that are super close to where I live. I've been to areas where they are. They're not like super far away from where I live. I mean, probably at least a few hours to a Sizzlers, I think. Sizzlers near me. Are there any near me? Sizzlers Steakhouse. Yeah, no, I don't think there's any Sizzlers like really near me. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, Sizzlers is mostly definitely, yeah, it's really a West Coast thing. I'm not West Coast. So, no, never mind. There are no Sizzlers near me. At least not part of the main Sizzlers chain. I feel like the last time I went and visited some of my family that's further away, I saw Sizzlers. But, yeah, no, apparently not. Not according to this map, anyway. There aren't any in that area. Johnny Rockets does still exist. Quite a few along the East Coast, but spread out kind of strangely. Yeah, that seems to happen sometimes. I'm guessing it's probably a what do they call it? Like a franchise situation. So some of the Johnny Rockets on the East Coast that are still around are probably just certain franchises. Either that or for some reason those are just the ones that did well. It's hard to say sometimes. But since Zurin is here, I'm going to torment him again with my other food take of I don't think pizza is particularly good. Not sure if Carl's Jr. is on the East Coast. Is Carl's Jr. on the East Coast? That's actually a good question. That's another one I am familiar with by name, but I don't think I've ever been to. No. It's like southeast. Zuri, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it looks like it's weird. Looking at Carl's Jr., it looks like it like goes down the west coast and then like along the southern edge of the US. Because it goes through like New Mexico, Texas, and Florida. You have Hardee's. That's another one that I heard of and never been to. That's another one. I don't know if there are any Hardee's. Applebee's we have. Applebee's we have for sure. That's another one. I also like Applebee's. I have to be careful because I'm typing in my zip code and if I'm not paying attention, I will say my zip code out loud. Zern will break me because I don't like pizza so much. Yeah, no, Hardee's, that is not true. The Hardee's map is saying that the Hardee's in Franklin, Tennessee is 3 miles away from me. That's not even a little bit true. I don't know. Hometown Buffet. That I'm not familiar with Hometown Buffet. I've had good Applebee's and one or two places. Yeah. Applebee's is pretty good. What else do we? Oh, we have Uno's. We have Uno's Pizzeria. Is it a pizzeria? I think Uno's is technically a pizzeria. Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Yeah, that place isn't bad. Do you like buffalo wings? They're okay. I've had some really good buffalo wings. I think that's the big thing for me is they kind of got to be good. So they're not my favorite, but sometimes they definitely really hit the spot. I don't know if it's considered a good one. I do like Buffalo Wild Wings. B-Dubs is pretty good. There's another place with wings near me that people like, and I can't remember the name of it. Which might be okay, because I think I think it might be a little bit more of a local place. So that's probably not a bad thing. There's a new one opening up, actually, if I heard right. Oh, really? Is there? Yeah, so Gloomspire, yes. If the mood strikes, I do like buffalo wings. I think like maybe twice I've actually gone out to get buffalo wings. And usually not like actually buffalo sauce. I'm not a huge fan of buffalo sauce in itself. Although it's grown on me a lot recently in the last few years. But yeah, buffalo sauce normally isn't it for me. Maiden Hasegawa, hello, welcome. I hope this isn't gonna mess up my stream too bad. I'll be right back. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I am back. You're brand new. Hello, welcome. I am flattered that I am the first male VTuber you're seeing on here. There's definitely a few of us here at Nexus, and I think a couple of indies. But yes, I am flattered that you decided to come check me out. Welcome. You're brand new to streaming or to AniLive? Also Gloomspire for you. I don't think we have any Del Tacos where I live. If we do, I don't think I've ever seen one, but we do have Taco Bell. And Taco Bell's not bad. Especially the ones near me. The Taco Bells near me are definitely very hit or miss. Especially lately, the tacos have not been good. Oh, well then, congratulations on debut. So I don't forget, let me look you up real quick on YouTube. No Del Tacos on the East Coast. Thank you, Zern, for double checking that for me. Maiden Hasegawa. How cool is that you just debuted? And my when I tried to search you on YouTube, you actually came up as a suggested search. So there we go. I found you. You have a fair Doki Doki. I love Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, so no Del Tacos here on the East Coast. But we do have Taco Bell, and like I said, those are very those have been very hit or miss. So yeah, they're okay. I do like Mexican food though. There's a couple of Mexican places that I'll go. Is Del Taco an American thing? Oh, you're British. Yes, I believe Del Taco is very much an American thing. But I don't live on the side of the country that has it. Um, yeah, I believe Del Taco is an American thing. The only chicken places you have been to are El Pollo Loco. Never been to. KFC. We have KFCs around here. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I mean, fried chicken as a whole really kind of isn't my favorite. I'm not super big on fried food. I kind of talked about that a little bit in the beginning with the whole bacon thing. Like fried greasy foods are not really a big thing for me. Yeah, honestly, I'm hoping to go to some. I'm hoping I'll be able to go to some. Catch you later, Hasagawa. I do love mozzarella sticks, especially like if they're good, like fresh, hot mozzarella sticks. Definitely good. But yeah, I'm hoping with AniLive, with Nexus, I'll be able to visit, go to some like cons or something. And I will get the chance to go out and Namikaze. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Bingus. I'm hoping I'll be able to go out and I'll be able to try some food on the West Coast. Try some of these chains that people mention and like swear by that I don't get to normally see. Yeah, Zurin mentioned the mozzarella sticks. I do like, even though it is fried. That's one of the few exceptions for me. Oh yeah, Gloomspire mentioned a couple other. Popeyes is pretty good. I like the spice blend that Popeyes uses in their chicken and shrimp. So I've had Popeyes a couple times and I was a fan. And Chick-fil-A, I've had a couple times. I feel like in my state they just opened up some Chick-fil-A's. Do a food review. I might actually do that if when I'm in the West Coast, doing a food review of these chains that I had never been to. The one time I had been to Chick-fil-A, I was not, or not the one time. I've been to Chick-fil-A a couple times. I don't understand the appeal. I don't think Chick-fil-A is that good. Like, it's definitely not bad, but I don't think Chick-fil-A is very particularly good. It's very mid. Like, it's certainly not a bad piece of fried chicken. Um, but it's nothing exceptional. It's definitely nothing I'd like go out of my way for. Um, Cane's is better. That's another one. I've never been to a Cane's, but I've heard like that precise statement about Cane's versus Chick-fil-A. Although I will say, lately I have been trying out some new recipes, and I have made Japanese karaage recently, a type of fried chicken, and that is so good. Oh, there's a Cane's opening near your work. Maybe I'll swing by. Um, to give that a try. I have a very noisy cat upstairs, and I don't know what they're yelling about because I just fed them. They had a spicy karaage food truck at the Japanese university you went to. That sounds so good. Yeah, I've made it a couple times, so I'm still kind of like locking in on my recipe. But I do especially the last time. Oh, okay. Um yeah, especially the last time I made it. I don't know if it was perhaps more accurate or less accurate to more traditional karaage, but it was I ran out of potato starch. I thought I had more, so the batter ended up a lot lighter and kind of almost more tempura like. And it was really good. I spiced it a lot better that time too. Cinnamon Bakery Restaurant. There is a Cinnabon near me. At least one. I know of one for sure. I've never gone to it, and I don't know why. I just never thought to go to one. Go to it. I see it a lot, and I think every time I pass it, I'm like, I should go by and give it a try. And I just don't. But yeah, I know there's one for sure that I will have to give that a try. What else? We have Auntie Anne's. You tried it before and it's good. Yes. Okay, so I'll definitely give it a try next time I go over where it is. You love going to yakitori izakayas. Hold on, let me think about this for a second. An izakaya is kind of like a bar, right? Yeah. Red Lobster. They're used. I don't remember if they're still. There used to be one fairly close to me. Yeah, I think the one that was kind of in our area closed. So it's been a long time since I've been to a Red Lobster, but I do love seafood. So maybe I'll see if there's one a little bit closer because I do live relatively close to the coast. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a Red Lobster kind of in the area. Wetzel's Pretzels. We do not have a Wetzel's Pretzels. We have what's it called? Auntie Anne's Pretzels. My nose. Yeah, so I've never been to a Wetzel's Pretzels. I'm trying to remember if I've heard of that before. Like, it sounds familiar. Red Lobster seems to be crawling around just New York. Well, I mean, New York, it's not the farthest trip. But honestly, aside from their, aside from Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay biscuits, hello, Mrs. Pineapple. Hello, welcome to the stream. Aside from Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay biscuits, I could probably find better seafood. He just drove 18 hours in a day. Ugh, and me. I drive for like 2 hours and I go insane. Mike jerseys, Jersey Mikes, because there are definitely Jersey Mikes subs near me, and I'm actually a pretty big fan of Jersey Mikes. I like it. Firehouse subs. They're excuse me. Yeah, this coffee. Firehouse subs. There used to be a Firehouse sub really close to me, actually, that closed recently, and I'm really sad because I loved Firehouse subs. I think they were really nailing it. So I really liked them, and I'm sad that the one near us closed. I'll have to look to see if new ones opened up anytime soon. Anytime recently, rather. Because I think the last time I looked was maybe a year or two ago. What else you got for me? Subway and Quiznos. I don't know about Quiznos. There used to be a Quiznos, and I loved it. I used to go to Quiznos so much. And I remember working, or not working there. I worked pretty close there, so I would go get Quiznos on my lunch break a lot. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I go to Quiznos a lot on my lunch breaks. And the guy working there almost every time I went for lunch was this super buff dude, like full on like veins popping out. His biceps are like the size of my thighs. Like this dude was a tank, and his name tag was always Snail. Like I imagine his name was not actually Snail, but that was what his name tag said every time I went. Like, he never talked much, and like he really had like a serious case of RBF. But he was always so chill, and he made some really good subs. Subway is okay. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna mute myself for one moment here. Yeah, so there are definitely plenty of Subways around here. I go occasionally, but I do think Jersey Mike's is better than Subway. C's Candy's Store. C's Candy's Nuts. I had to. C's Candy Stores. Nope, I'm not familiar with that one. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with the candy stores. They sell chocolates. Oh. No, do I, or am I crazy? Oh, I mean, oh, okay. So it looks like in my like not super immediate area, but not like super far away either. They do have some pop-up stores near where I live. So that's probably why it sounds like vaguely familiar. Oh, okay, yeah. It looks like there was one like in the town next to me. But it looks like it's closed as of like last month. Yeah, so I have seen them. I've never been into one. Excuse me. We have Lindt chocolate stores. And Lindt chocolates are always a delight. I'm actually a fan of those. Though I try not to eat candy too much. There was a local sub place I came across a year ago that makes long subs that are just packed. Yeah, I don't know what it is in subs that I'm looking for, but like I feel like Firehouse was the only place that really made subs that like I was super into. And they had I want to say it was called the Engineer. It was like turkey and Swiss with mushrooms, and it was so good. You had to eat the filling of the sub a bit before actually eating the sub. Yes, that's how the subs should be sold. Something that a sub that I was really into for a long time. I haven't had in a while because I feel like none of the sub places near me really makes a good one. Is I for a while at least I was really into steak bombs. I love steak bombs, but like I said, just most of the places near me just don't really make a good steak bomb. A lot of them are like super dry. So they're probably not using the right kind of meat for it. Because the thing with the steak bombs, because I'll make my own. Yeah, I'll have them every so often. Still, I'll try. Usually, they're very, like I said, they get dry. So when you're making steak bombs, because now if I have one, I'll make it myself. You need the right kind of steak because it has to have a decent amount of fat. So that'll keep it from drying out. Home State Restaurant. I think there used to be one kind of near us. No, maybe not. It looks like that might be another West Coast thing. Let me see. California, yeah. Yeah, it looks like Home State's like pretty much just in California. Which I am not. I am not in California, so no Home State restaurants for us. Gloomspire, thank you for the follow. Sbarro, New York style pizza. Oh, those we have near us. Zurin knows what I'm about to say, and he is going to give me grief about it. I am not the biggest fan of pizza. Hello, Nate. Hello. I knew it was a matter of time before I saw you. Yeah, so pizza I'm not the biggest fan of. But I will eat pizza once in a while, especially with Zurin. And this might be heresy for some people. I think pineapple is one of the best toppings for pizza. I'm sorry to do this to you, Nate. I know you just joined. Pineapple is legitimately like one of my favorite toppings for pizza. Pineapple and pepperoni are like two of my favorite. There's a place near here that also does what do they do? It's not together. Those are two different things, pepperoni or pineapple pizza. There is a place near me that does they call it Twisted Hawaiian. So it's pineapple, ham, and jalapeno. And it's really good. I didn't know I could make this kind of smug face before. Nate came in and yelled cheeseburger at me. Cheeseburgers are delicious. I had 2 of them for lunch today. Actually, with the family. I love cheese. I like cheeseburgers with nothing crazy. Yes, 2. I was very hungry. It's almost the 2 cheeseburgers I ate today are almost the only thing I've eaten. And now I'm having coffee. All part of a balanced diet. They weren't super big burgers. I like my cheeseburgers with just the normal like lettuce, tomato, and onion, ketchup and mustard, nothing crazy. Maybe some kind of hot sauce on it. I do like spicy food once in a while. Sometimes I'll make a topping with I'll chop up like mushroom and jalapeno and I'll like saute that together, and sometimes I'll mix that into like a I'll like mix ketchup and mustard with that, so all the jalapeno and mushrooms stay on, and it is so good. Zern claims that I like pineapple pepperoni pizza. I probably would try that if I'm not lying. Olive Garden is okay. I always thought Olive Garden was kind of overpriced. Yeah, it's all right. I never thought of Olive Garden as being like super good. It's definitely not bad. I don't think their food's like super bad, but I don't think it's really worth the price. Where's your free? They scammed you on the endless pasta bowl. How dare they? Cancel them. Cancel Olive Garden. I that might be something that gets me too. Is things with like the free breadsticks and like endless pasta bowls. I don't always have a huge appetite, so it's usually not worth it for me. So it's not really usually worth it for me to pay the money for like a endless pasta bowl. Philadelphia Cheese Steakhouse. What? Do you mean Charlie's? Because that's like what's coming up. That might be just because like the local thing. What was I gonna say? Yes, Philly cheesesteaks. You had 4 friends. We destroyed 3 full plates, and they took 30 plus minutes for their neck. Yeah, there's no excuse for some place like Olive Garden taking 30 plus minutes to make a next plate. Unless they were like super duper packed, there's no excuse. I worked in some restaurants. There's no reason for it to take that long. Charlie's isn't bad, but I don't really consider Charlie's like a real cheesesteak either. I want to go to the place with the super huge milkshake. Let the brain freeze and various health conditions that would come with that. I'll say I like milkshakes. I am a little bitch when it comes to getting brain freeze. It takes so little for me to get brain freeze. Sonic. There are definitely Sonics near us. Have I been to one? I don't remember. I don't think I've been to a Sonic. But yeah, like 2 or 3 like good gulps of milkshake will give me like a pretty bad brain freeze. So I sip on those pretty. D'Alessandro's Steaks, best cheesesteak in Philly. I've never been to a D'Alessandro. Panda Express. I don't think there's a Panda Express near us either, actually. Is there? If there is, I definitely need to go try one. Oh, there is one near me. I'll need to keep that in mind. Actually, it's not even that far away. I had no idea it was there. Waba Grill. No. Not familiar with Waba Grill. White Castle. No. Icy Cats. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming and exploding in my chat. It's good to see you again. I've never actually been to a White Castle. I don't know if there are any locations. Are there any White Castle near me? I can say I've had frozen White Castle burgers. I definitely had frozen White Castle burgers, and they were a little strange, but I honestly I enjoyed them. I do get those once in a while. Outback Steakhouse we definitely have. I would say Outback in my area, Outback Steakhouse is probably one of the ones I go to most frequently as far as steakhouses go. But it does get expensive, so I don't go like that often. Juice It Up. Nope. Never been to a Juice It Up, I can tell you that much. They sell smoothies. Yeah, Juice It Up looks like it's might be another. Okay, it's more of a southwestern thing. Looks like two in California, Texas, and New Mexico. Before I mention this place, I don't want to dox myself super hard. So I'm gonna look. What is this place that? Yeah, it's weird because okay, all over the place. We have a looks like a maybe yeah. We have a tropical smoothie cafe. That's where I go for my smoothies. Which I've heard from a few people, like my gen mates. They say that tropical smoothie cafe isn't very good. But that's where I go because it's what I have. And I remember Texas Roadhouse being the place with peanuts everywhere. But at least where I live in this area, I'm not thinking about Texas Roadhouse. I'm thinking Longhorn Steakhouse. I go to Longhorn Steakhouse for somewhat regularly. Original Tommy's. I've never heard of Original Tommy's. I'm not familiar with that one. Yeah, Longhorn is good. I like Longhorn. What else? I'm trying to remember. I don't go out to eat like super duper often. I like to cook a lot. Longhorn messes up your food all the time. That might be a I wonder if that's more specific to your location. The Longhorn that is closest to me that I go to, I don't think I've ever had a problem with. Yes. Man, I will deny the allegations, but many people in Nebulink call me the male wife of the generation. Because I tend to be I tend to be fairly on top of things like cooking and cleaning. Oh, like cook and clean. I do like my laundry. I'll do my roommate's laundry, make everyone food and all that. My nose is so itchy. So yeah, I do get called the male wife a lot. Yeah, Zur knows I'll cook and clean quite a bit. Even if he refuses to eat his vegetables. Good luck, sir. My hand is coated in metal. Yeah, so I cook and clean a lot, so I don't go out to eat super often. Plus it gets expensive to go out a lot, so I try not to. What is that place that I used to go to? I like Pokeballs, and there was a place. Inflation is real. Unfortunately, your stomach is like a black hole. Mine is not. If anything, I don't eat enough sometimes. To the point that like I will diet, and when I diet, usually for me one of the best diets that has worked for me so far is intermittent fasting. And I have to use a tracker when I do intermittent fasting, not because I eat too much, but because I literally won't eat enough food during the day. No, like I'll eat plenty of healthy food. Like I'll cook all my stuff. I'll do all my meal prep based on like the calorie and not well like yes, caloric intake, but also like I'll do it based on macronutrients and everything. So I'll try to balance out my meals and all that. But even with like caloric deficit, in order to lose weight, I just won't eat enough food. So for most adult males, especially like I'm 6'1", I should be aiming for like roughly 1,800 calories in a day. To lose weight with exercise. But a lot of times, even with exercise, if I don't track how much food I eat during the day, I'll only eat like 1,200, which even without exercise is not healthy. Bro, almost a foot taller. Nate is small. Nugget has joined. Hello, Nugget. Bruh. We got small Nate. $5 foot long club. Shots fired. All in good fun around here. What other places? What is food? Yeah, I'm a little bit strange. Masses kebab. No, never heard of that. I don't think there's any kebab places near me. If there are, I'm not familiar with them. Masses kebab. Locations. Yeah, this looks like it's another California thing. Yeah, no, not familiar with that one. But now I'm interested. Bob. Is there anything near me? There's oh yeah, I guess there is a couple of looks like there's a couple of kebab places. Although I will say when I was I did some traveling overseas a couple years ago. And I had kebab over there. I know that was very good. I think it was lamb kebabs. Were quite tasty. Though I don't eat lamb like very often. But the lamb kebab was good. I liked it. I was a fan. What's one of those other places near me? Zurin, help me out. What are some other places near me? But yeah, I even growing up, you have a guilty pleasure for food? No. Food is that aren't doxing it. Yeah. Yeah, no, nothing super local that'll dox us. No, Nate, don't look at food as a guilty pleasure. That's not good. You need to have on cheat day I consume around 5,000 calories in food. Okay, so maybe guilty pleasure is an accurate term. 5,000 calories may be a bit much. Honestly, if it's not like super often, that's probably not the worst. Although I would say I'm not once a month. Yeah, I would say if it's only once a month. Granted, I'm not a doctor. I don't have a degree in nutrition or dietetics. But as I understand it, one day of having that kind of cheat day is probably not the worst thing. Especially like I said, if you keep it pretty contained to that. In a lot of ways, I can say it's actually a good thing. Because one of Leo Sensei got you on a crazy ass workout routine. Is that our Leo? Leo Bell? As if it is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit him up. I need a new workout routine. Yeah. So because I can say for sure that one of the biggest, how do I put this? What am I trying to say? I know what I'm trying to say. It's the wording of it. One of the biggest causes for failure in terms of diet and or exercise is the mental toll it takes on you. So usually that comes because people are trying to get you on like this crazy diet and exercise like all at once, and that is very bad for you mentally. You burn a lot of calories throughout the week. Yeah. But so yeah, changing like your diet and exercise, even if it doesn't necessarily seem like it initially, it does take a toll on you mentally. That's what leads to a lot of the burnout that happens with diet and exercise. And that's what causes people to stop. And so things like cheat days are very good because they help balance you out a lot mentally so you don't burn out of it as quickly. Or hopefully at all. So in that way, having those cheat days is very good for you. Yeah, if you're burning through a lot of calories during the week, like as long as you're keeping your caloric intake fairly steady through the week, then you're good. And then the occasional cheat day is really not bad. Like I said, it's definitely a mental plus. Scroll up. Gloomspire mentioned H&H Brazilian Steakhouse. Let's see. I don't know if it's that particular kind. Yeah, it looks. Oh, wait. That is the one that's really close to me. It is not. Google just says it is for some reason. I looked up H&H Brazilian Steakhouse. And it gave me like a whole bunch of H&H restaurants and then one really local one as the number one option. That is not H&H, but I've heard some very good things about it. I do want to go sometime. Chipotle, yes, we have Chipotle and Qdoba. There are Chipotle and Qdoba near me. Chipotle is tasty. I do like Chipotle. How's Qdoba? I'd say maybe a little. I think Qdoba might be a little bit better than Chipotle. Definitely much more consistent. But I'd say overall probably just a little bit better than Chipotle. But I don't think there's a huge difference between the two in terms of like quality or anything. I do like both. Both are good. I would say my old coworkers, like they always swore by Qdoba instead of Chipotle. But I gotta go to Chipotle more often. Chipotle. Way back burgers? I don't know what that is. Excuse me. The coffee tried to fight back. Oh, my lungs. They're littered along the lower East Coast. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever been to one. Shake Shack. I think I went to one and got sick. Yeah, I think I went to one Shake Shack and got kind of sick. But I don't know if it was that, because from what I remember, I was already feeling kind of sick when I went. Oh God. Backup drink. I am suddenly dying. Everything is failing me. Yeah, I'm good. Pepsi to the rescue. Rainforest Cafe is good. I've been to a couple of Rainforest Cafes, and I've always liked it. I don't think there's really any near me. Yeah, no, the closest one for me would be like a few hour drive. I have to go like 2 or 3. Yeah. Yeah, Rainforest Cafe is pretty expensive, but it's pretty good. At least from what I remember. I haven't been to one like super recently, but yeah, the few times I've gone, I've enjoyed it. God, what else have I been to? We've talked about quite a few places. The only cafe you've been to is Starbucks. Oh, you know what? This is another one. I have to look this up to make sure I'm not doxing myself, because I think this place is pretty local. Yeah, no, I think that place is super local, so I'm not going to dox myself. Yeah, no dox. Definitely try to avoid doxing myself. I accidentally doxed myself to one of my gen mates before I doxed myself to one of my gen mates before a little while before debut. This, you know what, this was, I think, like the day before we came out on our Twitters. I doxed myself to one of my gen mates because I accidentally followed her on my personal YouTube. That's just my name. Because it's the channel that, like, I never uploaded or anything to it or anything like that. I just use it to watch YouTube. And I wasn't paying attention, so I opened YouTube again to follow her. And I ended up following her on my personal account, so she saw my full name. But I realized it like immediately and unsubbed and hoped she didn't notice, but she did because she DM'd me. She DM'd me. She's like, "Hey, I think you followed me on the wrong account." So she got to see that. That was funny. Islands Restaurant. That might just be something I remember from being in California. That sounds super familiar. Phoenix. Oh, that's actually an Arizona place. Also, my super helpful computer autofilling location search for places in Final Fantasy 14. It was very helpful. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna be calling the stream here in a few minutes too, because I've been out of the house all day, so I haven't had a chance to charge my phone, and I've heard AniLive quality goes down really bad. If you charge your phone while streaming. So I'm probably only gonna stream for maybe 5 minutes, end it right on the hour. Ah, God, so itchy. Why is my nose suddenly so itchy? Yeah. My head. Actually, I think I am going to just go ahead and call the stream here, because I'm going to go to lay down for a little while before Percy and Rosalie debut tonight. Because I am very tired and my head hurts. I considered not streaming and just taking a nap and trying to get rid of this headache, but I really wanted to stream tonight. So thank you guys for coming. It wasn't quite the hot food take stream that I was hoping for, so maybe we'll give that another shot. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming tonight. Theodore, hello, welcome. Unfortunately, you're joining right as I'm wrapping up the stream. So thank you guys for coming and have a good night. Make sure you go. Yeah, one thing. What's up? I am listening. Vera said you're. I'm gonna have words with her. Is that why you have her Oshi marks in your name? Oh my god. There we go. I am gonna go have some words with Vera. My sword is not small. You can see my sword is not small. My sword is plenty big. Hello again, Lily. Hello. Welcome back, but I am calling it a night here. All right. Vera and I are gonna have a conversation. I love Vera. I do love Vera though. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some rest. So I can watch Percy and Rosalie. So I can watch Percy and Rosalie's debut tonight, which I'm very excited for because they are both very, very fun, very sweet. So thank you everyone for coming. I hope you have a good night. And maybe if I'm lucky, I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be streaming tomorrow night. I'll be ending around the same time, but I'll be starting a little bit earlier. It'll be 3 p.m. PST or 6 p.m. Eastern. We'll be doing our self-care Sunday. We'll be working to start kick off Monday and get off to get the words. I forgot how to speak. We'll start the week off with a positive attitude. Hello, Skydancer. Thank you for joining. I apologize, but you're catching me right at the end. So thank you everyone for coming, and you all have a good night. Night, night.